Hello everyone and anyone, Ziyal from Ziyal Gaming, etc. and welcome back to Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. Last time I got Omaha. I was debating whether or not I understood what Omaha was or who fought who. I think I got it mixed up because I'm pretty sure in the analogy I was putting forward. I needed that. The analogy I was putting forward, I pretty much was saying as if I was the Germans defending against the orcs. None of it made any sense. That's the point. But last time these orcs came by, and as you saw, playing on the harder difficulty, these low levels didn't mess around. Because of that earlier, I actually figured out it wasn't just a possibility of perhaps picking a fight with drunken guards. It was the fact that my sneaking actually worked on that very first starting encounter. Really kind of screwed me over. Because it made it so that I didn't have enough experience, so I'm leveling up in the middle of the combat of all the level 2 guys, and levels definitely help in this game, just like you'd imagine they would. Oh, a sheet of paper, fantastic, finally. If only I had a quill. Yeah, I hear you, man. I'm gonna just root through the bodies of your comrades first, if you don't mind. It's all good. Nope. Why aren't they carrying anything inside their intestines? Come on. Okay, so let's talk to this legionnaire. Come here.
Oi, the Soul Hunter. Nice to see these winds are blowing more than bloody orcs our way. Welcome to Cyseal, comrade, and good luck.
Tell me about yourself.
We legionnaires are loyal servants to Captain Arius and the Council of Seven. Been stationed in Cyseal for more than a year now, with no end in sight.
What happened here?
Bloody orcs are at it again. Beats me what on earth they want in Cyseal. This is their second attack within as many weeks, and their second defeat. That rat-faced shaman of theirs even went to the trouble of launching a fireball at a ship in the harbour to the west of here.
Fireball? How are the sailors making
It's
out?
hard to say. That ship
Why are they
needs
making
attention, and fast, or she's as good as sunk. Got any special source hunter tricks to make a blue sky turn to rain clouds?
I do.
Beats me what traitorous madness came over that dog. A man among orcs? It'd be like one of your kind running with a sorcerer. Whatever the Kerr's incentive to raise swords alongside that murderous lot, let's all hope it was a private grudge. Could you imagine if we had to add a slew of wild-eyed orc-loving bedlamites to our list of enemies in Cyseal?
Yes, that would totally suck. What do you have to sell? Some rope, healing potion. I am desperate on healing items, so we're just going to get rid of some stuff here. Inventory management, the game is not the most interesting, I understand, so I'm not going to be dwelling too hard on the moments, and some of the stuff will be done off camera. But for the beginning, every little bit helps. Alright, so let's get a little quick save here and see, can I pull any magic tricks here? Oh, look, a chest. Oh no! The ship's on fire! Casting the rain scroll. It sure does. Ah, yeah. Glorious, glorious XP. Haven't even entered the city and they love me. Yeah, that was absolutely due to knowing that from the original edition of the game. Look, they even carry a rain scroll in here for that very reason. Oh, a level 2 fighting knife. It's a shot fighting knife. Now that's a knife. So this was a somewhat beneficial chest to us. So let's rock some of our new stuff. Let's sort by latest. That's usually the easy way to go. Give me a better knife. And better bracers. Need everything you can get. Although, really, any armor should foremost be going. Oh, Stardust herb. That's my jam. Give it me. Alright. Alright. And you can see, can you go in? Nope, can't go in the orcs' little D-Day invasion boat. Alright, let's see what's going on in Cyseal.
What's all this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's last mackerel. Ah, but I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only come to one conclusion. Source hunters have arrived in Cyseal.
Yes.
You're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. I'm Ahu, at your service. It was I who requested your presence in this troubled city.
I was summoned here by a cat?
So you were, and so you weren't. Behold, there we are. Meet my other half, Hunter.
I love the cat better.
Ha ha! No need to look so flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted.
I may be a wizard rife with tricks and guile, but I assure you my plea is an earnest one. So, now that the cat is out of the bag, let us turn to the matter of Councillor Jake's murder.
Please tell me more about it.
It's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel in my very whiskers that sorcery was at play. Visit the scene of the crime, and I'd bet sardines for salad you'll say the same. Captain Aureus, though, the local commander of the Legion, insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all but the undead.
Where can I find the scene of the crime?
Jake was murdered in a downstairs room of the King Crab Inn, up in Cyseal proper. The Legion keeps it under lock and key, though, so you'll need Aureus's permission should you want to have a peek.
He's been murdered. I assume there's some suspects.
So there are. Or rather, there is. Popular opinion has it his wife did the deed.
So is the
But
spouse.
to be frank, I have my doubts. She seems a likely candidate, to be sure, but that would make her a sorceress. Esmeralda knows how to charm, yes, but I just don't see her magic extend beyond a frolicsome look and wink. Still, don't simply take my word for it, Hunter. It may be well worth your while to cross-examine her yourself. The Legion has her under guard in her shop near the town square. That's where you'll find poor Jake's widow.
Someone else. But the orcs are led by a human.
A human, you say? Truly? But that would be like a kitten leading a wolf pack.
Yes.
And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts. A shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. Some say they're sorcerers, but people will say that about anyone who behaves a bit strangely nowadays. I don't quite know what to make of this news, but thank you for informing me. It'd be foolish to dismiss such a curious event out of hand.
From what I've seen, this isn't the first time you'd have problems with marauding orcs.
Unfortunately, that is absolutely correct. The orc siege is yet another hairball stuck in this city's already choking throat, and it shows no signs of abating.
You really like cats.
We've cordoned off the western beach where most orc activity has been reported. For the 9 lives of me, I can't seem to figure what they're doing here.
Ah, whiskers and kittens.
There's nothing of interest along the waterfront, except for a set of caves with an unfavorable reputation. Maybe they're after some pirate's treasure, the fools.
Ah. Or maybe it's a big litter box. What exactly is the trouble you're having with the undead?
Ah, the undead. They've been clawing their way out of the ground for 2 years now. And for 2 years, the stalemate between them and the living has been dragging on at a weary pace indeed. The Legion did a good job keeping them at bay, but I think it's fair to say that without my magic-infused ballistae, they'd have gotten the better of us by now.
Oh, I'm the best.
Someone is responsible for the outbreak. Necromancers are at work, but who are they and where do they hide? Alas, that searching for them is like searching for a single louse in a lion's mane.
Do you tell me a bit more of this cat trick of yours?
Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Or does it surprise you that I enjoy taking a feline guise?
Not at all from the way you're speaking, sir.
Such magic is a gift, Hunter. To tread upon the realm of instinct. Even articulate speech, perhaps humanity's greatest asset, cannot give expression to something so inextricably innate.
Mm-hmm.
To be out in the night, to stalk on silent paws and hunt with only the moon as your witness. You couldn't possibly imagine the thrill.
I couldn't possibly.
But of course, it's handy to speak in more than meows. And I couldn't brew potions or make machines without opposable thumbs. This I freely admit. Let's just say I have found a way to enjoy the best of two worlds.
Wow. He loves that. Alright, what do you got for sale? I might need some more of those in the future. Our first item, if I remember correctly, is blue is better than green, or no, I think it's like opposite Warcraft. I mean, that game that we shall not speak of. Although he does have an identifying glass, which is helpful for identifying our own stuff. 150, huh? Let's see. Antique row, blah blah blah, buying stuff. Well, I have a feeling we're gonna be able to steal something, or I mean, acquire it without having to pay for it. So we'll see. All right, so I'll take my leave of
Glad
you.
we've met, Source Hunter, and I'm certain we have a lot more to talk about. Feel free to visit me whenever you want. I've set up a workshop in the Legion's headquarters.
Will do.
Once you're there, just take the stairs, but do pay a visit to Aureus first. He may bark like a beagle with its tail stuck in the door, but you won't get very far in your investigation without speaking to the de facto leader of Cyseal. And with that, I bid you adieu, Hunter. Adieu and good luck. May your enemies prove to be mere mice, and you the dauntless mouser.
Wow.
Sorcery, sex, undead, orcs. Looks like we have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go see that Aureus chap Ahu mentioned?
Let's do that. But first, hey, I just put out that pure fire. Up. The red means that's stealing. Red means make sure you're not seen. Okay. Hey, I just do you wanna be happy about me saving the ship? Pablo?
That ship all by your lonesome, quite the feat. If I had the magic touch about me, I'd have lent you my hand too.
How about that burned ship?
I thought the old gal's fate was sealed when the arch shaman set his fiery gaze on her sails. But you managed to rescue her from a watery grave. Closest thing to a miracle I've ever seen.
You're welcome, Pablo. And are you like Southern? Well, all right, take it. Ah, the taunting of the chest. Hey, well, they don't mind if you steal the fish, apparently. This is one of those moments where if you have...
The greatest warriors in Rivellon can't cross a rope?
The target is blocked. Okay, basically, if you have something along the lines of any sort of teleport, you can get over to that chest. It reminds me, I gotta make sure I spend that skill point. Although, not necessarily spending the skill point is the best idea. Sometimes it is well more worthwhile to save it. For example, under skills, Scoundrel is only at 1. I only have 1 skill point for my level up, so it might behoove me to save the skill point till later. Don't put it there. Save it till later so I can get to the next thing. And these sailors, they're just going on and on. All right, moving on. Anyone got something for me of you?
He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Sauce? Here? In Cyseal? Bah! Of all the cursed hunks of rock to land on, Conrad chooses this one.
How about this burdened ship, huh?
A ship's got a soul too, you know. You did a mighty fine thing saving that barge. For those of us raised in crews instead of families, it's kin to saving a fellow man.
It's quite an attack on the harbor.
Madness. Thought we were done with those swampy uglies a fortnight ago. Note, though, that none of them dared to come close to the tide splitter.
Is that the name of your shit? Oh, shears, in case I encounter sheep, but I think we'll pass on that for the time being.
Is that
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Mid Council's wife.
Okay. Hey, I don't mind if I take from these, do they? Oh, is it a Molotov cocktail? That's a new item. So, latest added is always usually a good idea to kind of keep track of what you've got. Alright. Ooh. Alright. Hey, Molotov cocktails are cool. Exploring everything. Let's see what's up with these guys.
Our home, our livelihood, all sunk in a matter of minutes while we could do naught but look on.
How about that burned ship?
That was a right stunning show of magic you pulled, it was. Wish you'd been around when our own barge went down in flames.
Oh, come on. Do the best I can. Tell me about yourselves.
Well, we were merchants what seems like a moment ago. With our ship sunk, we're little more than free men with nothing more to say than boo.
What happened here? Boo.
These bleeding orcs. I can't keep off this place for the life of them. They came in here, slinging fireballs and swinging swords. Wasn't a thing we could do to defend ourselves.
About finding work.
With our ship gone, nothing for it but to get a job. Slim pickings around here, that's for sure. Maybe you could keep an eye out, though.
Maybe I can. There we go, look at your stuff.
Is it so difficult to find a
Log entry edit. So,
Source hunter. Who better to ask?
there's a button. Is it J? Well, there's M. Oh, here we go. Oh, cool. Okay, this is for some of our stuff. M will get you to everywhere you need to do. Now we have, here's our basically our quest log, which we're trying to check out here. Orc fight on the beach. Guess I'll filter completed. There we go. Okay, because we took care of some orcs here. And okay, apparently the talking statue isn't done yet. A mysterious murder is pretty much our main quest. Into the dock. No, I had to put them back. These guys, they just love this conversation. Alright, Source Hunter's Journey. And Shipless Sailors, that's what we just got. Alright, moving forward and away from the guys who really love telling that story. I just think the story is amazing, and everyone who's anyone should know it. Hear it, learn it, love
I
it.
said myself, if I don't start earning an extra gold piece an hour, I'll walk out that door.
Good on you. These boss men respect confidence, you know. And so what did he say?
Well,
They respect confidence. Ah, there's another teleport waypoint shrine. Pretty much allows us to
Nothing
teleport when we
worse
need
than
to.
being stuck on land. This floor's just too damn steady.
You're adorable. Okay, moving forward. The harbor warehouse, you say?
Keep your pleasantries to yourself. What are you doing inside this warehouse, snooping around?
Tell me about yourself.
If it's conversation you're looking for, I'd recommend my comrade Florius, or as I prefer to call him, Loose Lips McGee.
Oh.
As for myself, my job is to protect this warehouse, not chit-chat with intruders.
Got strong opinions about Flores.
Nothing, sir.
That idiot man-child would sooner spend an hour chatting up a thief than a minute arresting him. I only hope he gets transferred out of this warehouse and straight to the perimeter. Let him rot off as zombies here instead of mine. Nah, even thinking of him turns one into a gabbing hen. Please, leave me be.
I'll leave you be. After I check what you have in your inventory. Well, Florius, you seem like the guy to talk to.
A source hunter? A very hearty welcome to our humble warehouse. Have a look around. And don't mind if I pick your brain about the scoop around Undervale. I'm behind on my current affairs.
Yes. Tell me about yourself.
I tell ya, this gig sure beats getting my toes bitten off by zombies out in the field. We warehouse guards don't have to do much apart from stroll the perimeter a few times an hour. And of course, every now and again, some friendly folks, like yourself, will wander through here. And nothing beats a pleasant conversation, though my comrade Horatius has quite different opinions on that matter.
What opinion exactly?
Have you talked to him? Thinks every man, woman, and child who steps foot in this place wants to rob it blind. If I so much as greet a townsperson with a hello instead of a state your purpose, he starts frothing on and on about godly duty and security breaches.
What do you know about current affairs?
This Jake business is quite the scandal, no?
It's in all the
I
trades.
myself suspect his wife Esmeralda, and the butcher seconds that, let me tell you. Then again, and you didn't hear this from me, he's going through quite the nasty divorce himself. And there's his children to consider.
Ah, it's always hardest on the kids.
But I imagine his youngest, Kimberly, won't mind. Never did get on well with her mother ever since the incident. Oh, it's an unparalleled pleasure having a fresh ear around here.
I wonder if that actually is going to matter later.
That fusspot said what? Well, old loose lips will let that lowly backbiter know what he thinks about that. So, something you'd like to say to my face?
I haven't a thing to say to you. I'm on duty.
Duty, indeed. Put up your fists.
Ah, look away. Look away, guy. There we go. I'm a barrel. Nope.
Back to your post at once.
Sir, this is an important matter. A matter of honor.
Such matters are to be settled on your own.
Okay, can't open that.
Understood, sir. Such bickering is all that thieves need to sneak by unnoticed.
Unfortunately I couldn't get in there. Who knows, maybe I can get it a little later. But the idea was trying to be sneaky. We're right next to each other. Come over here. Let's hang out together. Can't steal her from everyone yet. Moira.
Oh, a source hunter. About time the council took us seriously. Maybe you can start with the two idiots hiding their pet orc here.
Maybe. Oh, sorry. Okay. Probably sad that I dressed him down. There's some stuff you can steal in this warehouse. Loot's randomly assigned, so. But it might be worthwhile to come back sometime. That's an orc who is charmed. Alright, time to have this conversation.
Ah, who better than a proven orc crusher to convince my dumbbell of a friend here that orcs are predators, not pets?
Oh, I see that. Shall we have a contest here, sir?
Enough of that. I know how dangerous an orc can be, but this one has been reformed. Anyone can see that she's completely docile. But my prejudiced friend here still wants to kill her.
Tell me about yourselves.
Maybe before the great orc raid we had time to indulge Ninius's idiotic obsessions. But now
Really is
we're needed at
John
our
Connor
posts.
impersonation.
I can hardly believe I've been wasting time protecting an orc when I should be running them through.
Indeed.
Excuse my friend's violent outbursts. He hasn't enjoyed a woman's touch in quite some time now. It makes him a bit edgy.
Not to be prejudiced, but I'm not sure if that counts.
Your woman's touch is less of a loving caress and more of a claw shanked brutally through the throat. I'll take my chances as a bachelor, thanks.
A love potion? Tell me more.
Ah, I've always had an amateur interest in all things alchemical. When I read in an esteemed periodical from the Wizards of Youthful Gore about an amazing opportunity that could change my life, I had to act fast or lose the once-in-a-lifetime deal.
Order now.
I sent away for the world-famous love potion, available for a limited time only, and it has worked exactly as promised.
You see what a fool my friend has been, spending all his cash on snake oil and bringing a temporarily tranquilized monster into our midst to boot.
And that's the one who hasn't been shitting on the bed.
What kind of monster would lie in a published advertisement? I'm sure the effects of the potion will be everlasting, as printed.
What about the charmed orc?
My friend here and I were patrolling outside the city walls, when who did I see creeping along the shore but this lovely orcish lady? For a brief second, as long as eternity, we locked eyes.
It was kismet, I say.
Perhaps confused by the butterflies in her stomach, she sprang up and began running, claws bared towards Marius. Fortunately for him, I had the presence of mind to ignore my sword
and instead adroitly fling my pouch of trinkets towards her.
Yeah, that's a well-honed time-honored battle check.
A vial of love potion shattered over her head, and when she turned to face me, she became instantly enamored. I'm sure she must have been compelled to join the Orcish army under some kind of duress. A lady with such a sweetly savage manner would never willingly join up with those vicious marauders.
I can assure you there wasn't a hint of sweetness in those murderous eyes when she lunged at my throat. She may be confined here for now, but who's telling when she'll escape and who she'll rip to shreds?
Well, you seemingly have a predicament right here. So let me tell you what I think.
You see? He'd believe it was noon at midnight if he read it on a printed pamphlet. Please tell me you can reason with him, or ditch reason and use your sword to shave him from his murderous darling.
To shave him! You must shave him, and his back too, it's quite hairy there. Well, I gotta tell ya, the romantic in me for Ziyal is definitely gonna say that shouldn't have done that. Or like, you can't put her down like a dog.
Let her live. If that potion were truly worthless, it wouldn't have been able to charm her in the first place. In this docile state, she may prove to be a source of valuable information.
Seamus is absolutely not convinced with this.
You would trust a quack magazine from Youthful Gore. She's clearly liable to snap at any minute.
Well, I gotta tell you, that a little bit of foreknowledge isn't getting in the way, and it's time to show off and see if they've changed it, that is. Don't you want to see whether or not this experiment proves successful?
Don't you want to see whether or not this experiment proves successful? A real working love potion. Think of the possibilities.
Oh, Seamus is gonna try to use his reason.
You must realize that if this orc gets loose in the city, we're the ones who'll have to put her down and deal with the bloody aftermath.
Oh gosh. So this is the wonderful conversation pie, if you will. I'm thinking of Oblivion and Elder Scrolls at the moment. Of disagreements with your partner, which can be a lot of fun between two different people. What's funny about all this is that, without giving away the story too much, oh damn it, I'm kind of leaning towards, Seamus' side of things, that this orc has to be put down, but looks like charm might win out after all. Nothing beats good old rock. Except for that. Okay. Go rock. I don't want to win.
One day, Moira. One day you'll
okay.
show
Come on, Reason. You can win out Reason. Not just Charm. Oh, it's gonna be coming down to the wire, perhaps. Conversation pie. Oh, okay. This is the final chance to see what happens. What do I pick? What do I pick? We're gonna go scissors. No! Okay, well I win, but y'all won this argument.
No, we'll do as I say.
Bravo! I trust not only the potion, but my scaly sweetheart in and of herself.
You're going to regret this. We're all going to regret this.
We're all going to regret this. This shameful act cannot stand. I agree with her. Okay, well, that's definitely one of those moments. What's the log entry say about this? Charmed, I'm sure. Keep her for questioning. Well, can I... Maybe I can question her? Okay, is the purr? Do you think you're a cat like Arhu? You have nothing on you.
Your little orcish girlfriend here is like bringing a wolf to a hen house.
Nonsense. Listen. She's purring.
Alright, well I'll tell you what, anyone who's played before knows that this may not end well, but we'll have to see what happens with that. Oh, see that door might not be terrible to break into. Can I break into it? Steal whatever grains and things I have in there. Go over there. Seamus, keep a lookout. There's always the, I wonder if this still works the way it does before. Oh, wow. Okay, they're absolutely gone. Now I just gotta worry about Moira here. Hey. Quick save just in case.
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
One day. Yeah. Oh, I think I got the rat stuck in the door. I'm so sorry, rat. Okay, cool. He got a chance to teleport out. Now we rob everything. Potatoes, stuff. Take the leisure food supplies so they can't fight. Well, not really. It's not really my intention is to screw over the guards. Guarding against the undead and the orcish threat in the quite damn city of Cyseal. But at the same time, you know, a girl's gotta eat, right? Girl, boy. Am I gonna... Oh, there we go. See that? That's Lucky Charm for you right there. Isn't that beautiful? I love that effect. That is brand new to this edition. Yeah, look at that. Lucky Charm. It's so romantic in me. Do anything. Empty cups, outdated swords are gonna sell to other people.
Nothing, sir. Suppose there just aren't any thieves around. If there were thieves,
empty bottles, empty cups, empty potion bottle. The empty potion bottle is worth picking up. Holding out Alt is how you pop everything up here. And empty cup, empty cup. I mean, it's not the chest, but I'd have to time that out pretty perfect in order to do it. Yeah, close enough. Who left that door open? Gulliver, Gulliver. Alright, so they'll argue with one another as they go by. This is where we try to pull the alley-oop and also heal Seamus up because it's all in there. As good as a new penny.
I'm Sergeant Curtis,
yes.
proud protector of this house of Legion goods.
Yeah, it worked. Da 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 da. So yeah, that's the way you gotta get things done sometimes, is have your partner distract them with conversation, and you yourself just go and take what you want. Tell me about yourself. Yes, yes.
Is my calling. This is
what's in that room? You know, just cares.
Perhaps the most important building in the realm, by my and others' estimation. And I, Sergeant Curtis, have been trusted to guard it.
Well, just wait till I get some more things and sneak. Ah, there we go. Look, he actually has stuff on him. 425 in this. Oh, don't tell me. Tell me about him, Moira. All right. Well, he's got a couple of things on him, but a lot of these rings, it's not really worth buying at this time. So I'll take my leave. That's swell of you. Let's get ourselves back together, and we'll head up. Well, looks like time is up here. So we are at a little stopping point. So we took care of the ship. We talked to lots of people, and for the most part, I like that song. Cyseal, Cyseal, copyright infringement pending. Alright, so thank you very much for joining me for Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. If you liked the video, please consider leaving a like, only if you liked it, that is. And I will catch y'all next time. Gonna be trying to upload, I did mention this before, but I'm trying to upload a couple of these videos a day. At the very least, there'll be one video a day, barring work schedules and all that sort of good stuff outside of the video. So anyway, signing off, Ziyal signing off, that is, and I hope everyone has a good one. Cheers.